Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mac if you're new here, and today I'm going over why I choose to use Printify as my print-on-demand supplier. Now, if you've been a subscriber of my channel or followed me for a long time, you know that I've done a little bit of dabbling between all of the print providers that are available, and this is going to be an honest review and opinion of why I use Printify and why I've made the switch to go ahead and use them for pretty much all of my print-on-demand products and stores. Now, really quick, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, consider doing so. I post videos talking all about how to make money online, different online income resources, and so much more. So if that interests you, subscribe to our community here on YouTube, and my social medias, everything will be linked below. So the very first thing that I want to mention about Printify and that I really like, that I feel makes it unique, is that it is a home to multiple print providers. So what that means is Printify is a company, but in that company, there are multiple different print providers that you can choose from. So these print providers are in multiple locations, they have different kind of products available and different pricing, shipping, fulfillment times. What I find so beneficial about Printify having multiple print providers is any issues that you may have with stock or fulfillment. Now, as a print-on-demand seller, I run into this a lot where maybe you're trying to have a bulk order or a group order and the print provider is out of stock of a certain color or size. Now, because Printify has multiple print providers, they will help you to order route and find that product at a different supplier and be able to still get it out to you. Now, if you're using a print provider that cannot do this and only has, the warehouses which they have in stock for their things, you can't outsource through a different print provider to actually create that whole order. So it just makes more sense to me, and to just have that extra safety net of if something is sold out with one print provider, you can still access it through Printify's website by using a different print provider. So I think that's really cool, and honestly, the way that they're able to do the order routing is you don't even have to figure it out on your own. So if you enable order routing on your Printify account, let's say you have this order and something is unavailable, they will automatically find a print provider within their platform that will be able to fulfill that order for you. Another thing I love about Printify is that they offer design scaling. So what this means is that the design is going to actually be scaled with the size of your product. So if you order a size medium and a size extra large of the same product, that design should not be the same size, because then it's going to show up much larger on the medium and then smaller on the extra large. So when you do have a design scaling, that means that the design is going to scale with the size of the product. So it's not going to look funny on an extra small shirt versus an extra large, especially if you're doing group orders and someone is receiving different sizes in their order. They're gonna notice that the print is not looking right on the different sizes. So having print providers that provide that design scaling is super important, and that's one of the reasons that I love Printify, because they do that. The next thing that I wanna talk about is one of the most important things when it comes to picking a print-on-demand supplier, and that is the price of products and shipping. Now, obviously, we do want products to be affordable so that we can then raise the price and still make a profit. Obviously, if a product is too expensive, you cannot raise the price too much, especially if it's like a shirt or a mug, because then customers aren't gonna buy. The whole point of having a print-on-demand business is obviously making a profit. So we do want to make sure that we're choosing a print provider that we can source those products for at a fair price so that we can then make more money. Now, Printify, when compared to a print provider like Printful, as I'm showing you here on the screen, these are the same exact shirt with the same design, and you can see clearly here that there is a price difference. Obviously, if we are going with a print provider like Printify, we are going to make more of a profit because that same product is cheaper on this website. You can do your own pricing research and see what you feel is best for you depending on what products you're trying to sell. However, I have found that Printify does have those lower prices. Now, the shipping costs are going to change depending on where the product is going, so you do want to want to check that because with each print provider on Printify's website, the shipping cost and price of goods are going to be different. So you definitely want to shop around and see because it may be different for the product that you're trying to sell. But again, in my experience, Printify does have the really good pricing for most items. When it comes to shipping, Printify, obviously with the different print providers, are going to have different shipping times and fulfillment times. Something that I have noticed though, are that there are certain print providers that are literally lightning fast on Printify. One of them in particular is Monster Digital. Now we are near the holiday season, so this can be a little bit different during peak seasons, but Monster Digital gets my products out so fast that sometimes I'm just completely shocked. There are different options for those providers that are gonna have the varying shipping times and fulfillment times, but overall, you are going to be able to have that quicker fulfillment and faster shipping times depending on where that item is going. So here for an example, I recently ordered a sweatshirt on Printify for myself. I wanted to see how quickly the product would arrive and the quality of it. So I ordered this sweatshirt with 2 prints, one on the front and a full back print, and I ordered that on November 17th at 3 p.m. It was produced on November 19th at 5 p.m. and I received it on November 25th. Now that is pretty quickly, especially for the time of year that we're in. And I mean, think of how many e-commerce sellers are going on. We're in Q4 of the year. I was so excited when that happened because I was able to actually experience myself, because I'm always selling to other people, so I don't really keep track per se of every order of when it's, you know, created, shipped, and produced, and then they receive it. So it was really cool to like order something for myself and see how quickly it came in. And if I would have paid extra to express ship that, I'm sure I would have gotten it in like 3 days. The last thing that I want to mention to you about Printify today is how easy it is to actually create and list items on your e-commerce store. I do have a full tutorial showing you how to do this that I just posted on my channel, and I will link that below for you if you do want to actually see me do it step by step. However, I just want to mention how user-friendly it is and easy it is to do with Printify, because sometimes it can be super confusing, especially if you're brand new and don't know how to create things. So on here, you're not only able to upload your designs that you created, but you can also do custom inputting on different orders. So let's say you want to offer sweatshirts with custom prints on them. You can go ahead and individually edit each order to add on a word or a phrase for that specific item, which is really great. And it's an awesome way to make more money with print on demand by offering that custom option. Another thing that I want to mention too before I end this video is the catalog that Printify offers. Now, by having so many different print providers under, you know, Printify's platform, they're able to offer so many more products. And I know I went over this in one of my other videos, but it's just still so cool to me because when I first started print on demand, there were like not this many items available. But for example, candles, ornaments, notebooks, stickers, kitchen accessories, tech accessories, travel. There's so much on here that you can create and make your own, which just opens the door to how much more money you can make with print on demand. Because let's say you're in the nurse niche, you can have so many different things available, like home decor, magnets, stickers, just endless options available for that niche. And that just automatically gets you a better chance of making a sale, because the more products you have on your store available, the more chance you have of getting the sales on them, because more surface area equals more sales, in my opinion, especially when you are optimizing your listings. I definitely recommend checking out Printify's website, seeing all of this good stuff for yourself, and keep in mind that you don't have to pay for Printify unless you receive an order. So it's not mandatory to have to pay a monthly fee unless you join their pro. So it's just really cool thing to keep in mind. Like, you can go ahead and play around on the website without having to pay anything. Like, you can even design stuff, put it on your store, and again, not pay, because you don't have to actually input the orders until you receive an order. So just something to keep in mind. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What print provider do you use? Are you considering using Printify? And if you do use Printify, which provider under their platform do you go by? Because I personally really like Monster Digital and SwiftPod, so I'm curious to hear your opinions, and maybe I will try a new one out. So leave that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.